So we were talking about Hollywood. Number one, there was the whole Oscar so white thing. Do you believe that black actors and directors and producers should boycott the Oscars this year?
Well, you can't boycott what you're not invited to anyway. 90% of you motherfuckers talking about boycotting ain't invited any goddamn way. Now, Jada and Will can boycott,
right?
Which is privilege all in itself. That's black privilege.
Chris Rock can boycott.
Chris Rock can boycott, you know what I'm saying? That's black privilege because he's hosting.
Yeah, he's not.
And he shouldn't. He should go up there and talk that talk and speak for us the same way Beyonce spoke for black people at halftime with the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Chris Rock should go up there and constantly remind Hollywood about the fact that they're not as diverse as they should be. And you can't even be mad at the Oscars. The Oscars can only pick from what's out there. Mm-hmm. The problem starts in those offices in Hollywood. You need more people in those executive positions, right. Green lighting, I don't even like to call them black films. You just need more black actors and more black actresses in good roles. You need more black directors like Ryan Coogler. The same way Ryan Coogler made Creed, you need more black directors making great films. Like, we got to get out of this whole mindset of even black movies, white movies. Idris Elba could have played in The Revenant. You know what I'm saying? Like, Leonardo DiCaprio could have played in Beast of No Nation. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Leonardo DiCaprio wouldn't have quite been the right casting for Beast of No Nation.
But basically what I'm saying is it was a good movie.
I see what you're saying.
It's just a good movie. Like, put good actors in good roles, period.
Well, it's interesting because last week I interviewed Russell Simmons for the first time. And we were talking about the whole Oscar so white thing and everything else like that. And he brought up a very interesting point that I just never thought of before. And he said that in Hollywood, there are no black studio heads.
None.
Not a single one. And I'm like, not a single one? He said, not a single one.
Not
the
one.
Closest thing you have is maybe a high-powered black agent every so often that's begging the studio heads for their client to get a role or whatever else. And that's their job. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying, like, there is nobody in Hollywood that is green-lighting movies who is black.
And see, and that's another problem. A lot of times we look at Hollywood and we think it's so racist, when the fact of the matter is, these white people just ain't thinking about us. And you got to think about it like this: if when I'm black and I'm in a room full of black people, or even when you're white, you're in a room full of white people, you're not really thinking about who's not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just amongst your own. Yeah. So that's what they do all day long. Like, unless you got somebody there saying, nah, we need to do this type of film or that type of film, they're going to make things that they can relate to. They're going to greenlight things that they understand in their world. Like, you can't expect a whole bunch of old white people at the Academy to watch Straight Outta Compton and get it and say this should be nominated for an Oscar. They don't even understand it.
And to be fair, I don't feel that Straight Outta Compton really was an Oscar caliber film in terms of the acting and everything else like that. I thought it was a great story. I thought it was a great film. But like, if you look at like Ray,
that's the bar for me. Ray and What's Love Got to Do with it.
What's Love Got to Do with it? Yeah.
Those are the bars.
You can't take the acting of Straight Outta Compton compared to those two films.
I agree. And guess what? Jamie Foxx won an Oscar for Ray.
Yep.
And Lawrence Fishburne and Angela Bassett were both nominated for Oscars. Angela Bassett should have won.
Yeah.
So to me, those are the bar.
Yep.
Did Straight Outta Compton hit that? No.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But then again, I don't give a fuck about the Oscars anyway. Because I like What's Love Got to Do with it. That's a classic movie to me. I don't whiff it without an Oscar. Yeah. I love Ray. Yeah, Jamie won, but I still love that movie. It's a classic to me, with or without an Oscar. Straight Outta Compton is good. I like it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it made $200 million at the box office. Why do we give a fuck about the white man's validation so much? Why
is it the white man's validation, or is it the validation of the film society?
Listen, if you look at the Oscar Academy, and it's all white except for the president, who's a black lady.
Black woman, yeah.
That's the white man's validation. I'm sorry, okay? The Academy is 95, it's literally 99% white. It's literally 99% white, with the 1% being the president. I think her name's Cynthia or something. So yes, we care about 99% of the white man's validation and 1% from this black woman, all right? Why do we care? If we like it, we like it. Most of the shit that we love and we consider classic, it don't have a Grammy. Minister Society is a classic. Okay, Juice is a motherfucking classic. Boys in the Hood is a goddamn classic.
You're right. Illmatic don't have a Grammy.
Illmatic don't have no motherfucking Grammy. Tupac don't have no Grammys.
Biggie don't have no Grammys.
Biggie don't have no Grammy. So why do, like, who are these people that are validating this bullshit?
Will Smith has a Grammy.
Will Smith got a Grammy? I like Fresh Prince though. I hated Will Smith, he sucked.
No, I'm talking about Will Smith, the rapper, has a Grammy.
Like, you mean Getting Jiggy with it, Will Smith? It depends what he won the Grammy for.
The parents just
That was a great album. But it shouldn't have beat that year. I think he was up against like Public Enemy Nations.
Yeah.
Texas Jason Mason Hold Us Back. He was up against Slick Rick. No, it should not have won a Grammy that year.
Yeah.
But we act like this is new territory. Like we forget Old Dirty Bastard crashed the fucking Grammy stage and was upset that fucking Diddy, No Way Out, which is a good album.
Yeah.
But it wasn't better than Wu-Tang Forever.
Right.
It wasn't better than Life After Death.
Yep.
So these are old problems.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
Wu-Tang is for the children. These are old problems, and I don't understand why we care so much what these people think when they clearly don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Him kind of crying and me crying, so, you know what I mean, it was no more words. A couple of days later, they tell me he died.
How did you feel when they said that? I mean, did you know that he was gonna die when you saw the tubes? No? You thought he would just pull through?
Give me a second.
To go through all you went through and your end result is being killed in a drive-by, affiliation is like way beyond the aspect of because you could have been here and left a way better mark.